very soon the process will begin where Britain will formally depart from Brussels, the headquarters of the European Union. But if you look at the 382 counting centres, it was a very telling picture when the results were out. Scotland, Ireland, London, the capital of the United Kingdom, largely voted remain in the EU. But the ones to vote for leave was quintessentially England, many parts of England and Wales. So my question today with these people, young professionals who are working very hard, contributing to the British economy here in capital city London, they're all youth. My question is there a huge disconnect between the rest of UK and London city, and how it's going to be affecting all of you as youth and as immigrants living here? Most of them are immigrants. You are British. I'll start with you. Great. Emily, tell me about yourself and what is your reaction to this? Does it worry you? Does it make you happy? What is your emotion at the moment?
So I'm a British citizen living and working in the UK, but I have parents who live in France and a family there. And I voted Remain, and it definitely shocked me, the result. I was really concerned by the fact that I hadn't heard any of my network or anybody I know even contemplating leave as an option, and yet so many of the especially English population did, and so that really shocked me. I feel really disconnected from the rest of England like that, because it just didn't occur to me that it would be an option.
Sure. When you say network, you mean social media, you mean your friends?
A mixture, yes. Definitely family, colleagues, friends, anything I see on social media, just probably due to who I'm linked with. So yeah, basically anybody around.
Okay. You're American.
Yeah, my name is Jake. I'm American. I'm here interning for the summer. And I mean, emotionally, I understand for leaving. I know being from the United States, not wanting other countries telling you what to do, how to live your lives, what laws you can, have, is very understandable. I mean, I know from my perspective, we hate when other countries tell us what to do, so it's very understandable.
Sure. The point of sovereignty is something that you clearly will understand. I'll go to you. Kritika, you're from Thailand.
I'm from Thailand. I've been living here for 2.5 years, and I cannot vote, but I feel disappointed about the result, and I think it's going to affect everyone for the result. I mean, for the economies, for the people, for the work, and also for myself as well.
Okay, you're worried to an extent. You're disappointed, of course. Cormac comes from Ireland.
I do.
The beautiful Ireland, and Ireland largely voted Remain. I'd like to talk to you about your reaction to what the mandate is, but also about the Scottish response to this, where we're already talking about a possible Scottish referendum, which is in the offing, given Scotland clearly wants to remain.
Sure. So basically, Northern Ireland voted largely Remain, and Scotland overwhelmingly so. So there's an obvious disconnect there between what those two countries within the UK, what they feel, and how they see themselves within the EU. I think when Scotland voted on their independence 2 years ago, they were basically under the kind of assumption that they would be a part of the EU for a number of years to come. Mm-hmm. Because of this vote, that might change. All 33 of their voting constituencies all decided to remain. So basically, there's an obvious kind of disconnect there between England and Scotland, and
Ireland and England.
So from Northern Ireland and Southern Ireland perspective, there's obviously like a border between. There's going to be a bit of uncertainty there between how that will kind of impact Ireland over the next few years.
Sure.
Imports, exports, the sterling, the euro, that kind of divide. So that level of uncertainty is just unsure. And politically between Northern Ireland and England, we just don't know how that's going to impact things over the next few years. Between the government in Stormont and Westminster, will they kind of will there be something happening between there over the next years? We just don't know.
Okay. Too many questions, right?
Yeah, a lot of questions.
Sure. Okay, Himanshu, you are an Indian student here living in London?
Yes, correct.
Okay, what are you a student of, and what do you think of it?
I'm studying at Imperial College. I'm studying MSc in Strategic Marketing. As Emily said, even I wasn't really expecting British to vote for Leave EU, because in none of my networks, none of my friends in college, those who can vote, weren't really up for this decision of leaving the EU. But looking at,
Really very apparent, right? This
Yeah.
disconnect between
Yeah.
the rest of the country and London city, it's just so apparent.
True, and it will be bring quite a lot of challenges for the British economy, British as in the governance and administration. But seeing at the brighter side, considering the Asian non-EU people, talking about them. So I'm a MSc student. I'm studying at one of the good institutions, but I don't have a job, and none of my friends, non-EU friends, doesn't has job.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of problem. The companies are not sponsoring visas, so now they will have to neutralize the policies of immigration work visas, so which will
So
be
some level of advantage there. That's
To an
important to
extent, yeah.
mention because Indian students at this moment have been asking for post-work.
Yes, because they anyway spend 24,000, somewhere around 24,000 grand for the tuition fee and equal amount for the maintenance. So,
yes.
so it is highly important. Just sending them back and making them earn the very
that could be a silver
there's a
lining.
huge discrepancy in the pay scale. So one Indian rupee is 100 Indian rupees £1. So you make them pay £1 for everything and earn 1 rupee for everything. So that is-
Absolutely, that's a lot of money. It's a very expensive deal to study here. I'm not sure an American agrees.
I paid $25,000 US for in-state tuition, which is cheaper, and that's cheap. Well, the highest it goes is $65,000 if you go out of state to private school. So
That's a lot of money, but it's a very expensive deal. Yes, there are several Indians who are here, come here to study and obviously try and make a career here, but then the post-study work visa was scrapped. So the hope now for many Indian students, for many other students from across the world, is that there possibly could be an equal for all test, if I may use a merit-based system to maybe check if you're qualified for either the course or for a job. Smitha.
So I think it was a very interesting result because I wasn't expecting people will vote leave, but I think
Is it going to touch you in any way?
no, it's not going to touch me as an individual or my work, but I think it would be interesting to know why people voted for leave, because I kind of understand the fear that's behind it, but then it would be interesting to speak to them, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know anyone. Yeah.
Okay, we don't want another round of great debates. It's done. The referendum is done. The choice is made. But it is for the Parliament now to endorse this decision, which possibly will come later next week. But then this was an interesting conversation. And I must say, incidentally, I'm coming from Jeremy Corbyn's constituency. Jeremy Corbyn is the Labour leader. And one thing is certain, that while London, Scotland, Ireland is extremely disappointed, many others who have obviously voted for Remain are extremely disappointed about the fact that this referendum went in the favour of the vote Leave campaign. One thing is certain, London City is very, very cosmopolitan, very inclusive, if I may say, and is absolutely disconnected to the fact that the rest of the UK is just so very different from this particular place.